Howdy folks, this is the Command Line Vulpine here, and welcome back to Let's Play Kerbal Space Program 1. Nice and heavily modded, where I believe in the last episode we finally got this lander on solid ground on Eve. Hopefully in the future we won't have so much trouble landing on other places because Eve just has incredibly thick cloud cover with the mods installed, and we shouldn't have to deal with that in the other locations. Because it's not like we can land on the gas giants anyway. So let's go back to the Space Center. And we should have a new primary mission destination, which would probably be Duna, right? We could also try sending Kerbals to places, but with the life support mod, man, it's like so far. Just to go to another closer plan. There you go. Explore Duna. Wow, this one just... Oh, it wants us to return to Kerbin from a flyby of Duna. That's weird. That's doable. It's just strange. This one wants us to put a flag on the Mun. Could probably do that if we... This one wants science data from the Mun. Kind of do a 2-for-1 there. We probably have a Mun lander, though, that we could get the science from. I think one of our orbiters has a science tool. I hope they do. I honestly don't know, though. I'll take this and we'll see if we can. Rover. Mun docking target. Adjusted orbit around the Mun. Don't think so. I'd love to capture an asteroid, but it's been very rare for us to actually be in like the right position to grab one. The one time I've rendezvoused with an asteroid in Kerbal Space Program, it was highly difficult to do, but yeah, they've all been like really far away. Like they haven't been, like sometimes they zip by the Kerbin system and you can go get them, but they've been out here, which isn't an easy place to get them. So Duna, I need to bring up my map to see what position it has to be for us to go there. It looks like we might have missed like its best positioning. Oh yeah, we wanted to check Eve relay sat. One of them. We need to rename this into a lander. Might do that on my own time though, just because the loading screens take a while with the mods installed. Poop. This one does not. I'm pretty sure the other one doesn't either. I thought I sent something here with a piece of technology. It might have been my Moho orbiter that did not manage to make it to orbit. Tracking station. I'm pretty sure the other one doesn't, because I can check it. Eve relay sat 2. Just to rename it. There we go. They got batteries, which is different, but... Well, actually, the other one had batteries. It's just it had brought a heavier battery. And the crappy radar dishes. I don't even know if this one... If this probe should even stay around here. Eve... relay sat 2. So it probably should just drop that mission because it's going to be a long time before I send anything back to an orbit of Eve. Contracts. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Unless we could do a flyby of Eve to go somewhere else, but typically in Kerbal Space Program, I don't really have the knowledge and skill to do like a, what's it called? Gravity assist maneuver. Okay, so let's get rid of this mission. Cancel that contract. Mun. Tell me I didn't. Oh, you need 50%. Oh. It's gonna cancel that one. Just don't feel like going back to Eve again. All right, Mun and Duna flyby. This is why, like, you do have to kind of like follow the order that things are done in. Because, like, I went to Duna off camera when I was playing this by myself, but it doesn't count for accomplishing the missions that aren't available yet. Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like Duna is in the wrong place. I just paused the game so I could check. It's a little too close. We might be able to do a non-ideal maneuver to get there, but I guess what we could do for now is do this lunar landing. It's been a while. We don't really need the money and stuff. Oh, we do need have a bunch of science to spend here, huh? Very heavy lift. I want to start getting this nuclear power stuff. I think we need it in order to launch with a nuclear engine. These are upgrades. Graphene radiator performance upgrade. Interesting. Not using one of those. I'm not sure. Long-term science. New remote parts. This combines a bunch of parts into one. It's in an engine. You look complicated, so I'm probably not going to use you. Thermal power transfer. Tons of radiators. Oh no, I guess get me like the better landing wheels and stuff in case I decide to make a rover. We're good, but this is just going to be a flyby moho, which means we don't really need much of anything. Or, well, we're going to land on the moon first. So let's land on the moon. The good old fashioned. I don't know what locations on the moon we have been to and which ones we haven't. Surely I did multiple landings on it because it's a good way to get science. I don't even know if I have like a Mun lander in this list anymore. Let's see. We can do like the Mark II command pod. The lander can. Oh, that has a lot of control. The seats 2. Oh, it can't survive atmospheric entry. Can it survive re-entry if it's like behind the main command pod? Or here's the level 2 command pod. That's probably what I'm gonna go with here. Though it doesn't have any more torque control than the Mark 1. There we go. Gemini program. Do you have a blader? No. All right, give me parachute. These radial decouplers. give me a couple batteries. I want these solar panels to block the door, but surely that won't block. I don't really know where they... I guess they just get out right here on this command pod. So that should be fine. We're going to need life support. Thought that was in its own section, but oh, here it is, way down here. We don't need a ton, right, for the mun. Actually, these should be the right ones. Supplies. I think I remember reading that you don't need the waste ones. It's just for, like, processing stuff. Could be... Whoa. Those aren't going to work. A heat shield, though. Be the biggest thing we've sent to the moon, because I think everything else we've sent has been the one size category down. All right, we will want a service bay. See, I don't know about this, though, because these shrouds haven't been, like, popping off. See, it says explosive doors. Let's just test it on the launch pad. It's annoying because it takes a while to load, but... The last thing I put this type of storage container on it, I couldn't access it. I can enable the cutaway. Was that popping up before? Oh, you know what? The problem was we couldn't extend things out of it. Like, we could click inside, but because these things didn't come off, things can't extend out of it. Okay. Let's revert to vehicle assembly. However, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm thinking maybe we'll probably be best off by it's a payload part, right? Oh man. You're substantially heavier than the rest, huh? 0.1 tons. Wow, it's even... This also doesn't look like the one we were using before. I think these are the space station ones, right? Where you put the really big things in it. Oh, these aren't sorted by mass. Dirt. It is the lightest one. I think I'm just going to make this one big. That makes more sense. I didn't think it would reorganize the list. I think that was new in Kerbal Space Program too. I think in KSP 2 it doesn't reorganize your stuff. That's a bit of a problem. Okay. Science. Doesn't matter too much where everything is, but we want one of the things that like pull in science from everywhere. That's not gonna work. Is that correct? One side looks a little different than the other, so it kind of messes me up. You were something that worked everywhere, which is always very nice. Oh, we don't want you on that side, actually, because that's where I'm going to put the collector. Gravioli detector. Water scanner, barometer. There should always work. That's where I would like, I don't know if this will work on something that doesn't have an atmosphere. I suppose I'll take it with me anyway. Try to find out. Micro goo containment. Now this thing can open up so the magnetometers and stuff can go in here. Magnetometer. Here's my storage bin, by the way. It's a bit large and in charge, but it should be okay. It could shrink parts down, but I like to try to avoid that. Magnetometer number 2. Imager. We don't really do these. Experiment return. Does this thing... I don't know if it like pulls stuff to it like this one does. It's the same company. I think it's the same thing. It's not really the... You can put it all in the command pod, so it doesn't really matter too much. We just need one that can collect all the science so I can press buttons more quickly. Oh, jeez. Micro goo. Thought we had a smaller Science Junior now. Dang. And the radial one. I'm thinking I could put it in the center of this. Whoa. Oh, this one's small, but I think that's... Yeah, it's mystery goo. We need this. I'm gonna shrink you just because I don't even think you're very fair in the size you are. Take this stuff out of the middle and see if we can kind of scoosh it in. 4 and slide you back in the front. These bad boys are going to overlap a little bit, but that's okay. All right. I think that's all the science. How are we doing on like battery supply? I don't remember. 850 with this top part. Let's see, we're gonna need a landing engine and everything for sure. We're gonna need proper solar panels. Like using these just because they're lower profile. Ooh. I need to rotate the service bay. I don't know if it's gonna cooperate with me too much though. Seemed like it did. Actually, I like the... I've had the square ones, but just in case, I want the square ones. I think we're going to have enough battery power with what we've got, so I'm not going to worry about that. Communication. We have Kerbals on board, so the communication's not quite as critical as normal. Fairly crappy antenna, but it's nice and light and folds up. Oh, we don't really need the symmetry on this one. Might throw us off a bit, but it's pretty light, so it should be okay. All right, we need a wide boy fuel tank. Guessing the smallers are at the top. Looking for something like that, a little bit smaller. About that's just a holding tank. Guess it can be filled with anything, but so something to be said for one that like flares out to a little bit of a wider size. Wish I had this one, but like a little bit more squat. This might be too big, though. Never mind. Engine size is still fine. And I want to go by mass on this one. Just because engines can be deceiving. This is probably pretty good. 355 in a vacuum. I like the flatter ones, though. Like, use a different type of fuel. Adjustable throttle arc jet. Electric rocket. That's a weird noise. LH2. Trains even. Does it make waste heat? I guess I'm not thinking about the cost. It might be really expensive. 5,700 versus, I don't know. You. Oh yeah, way more expensive. I would rather use that if I to pick. wonder about like an oversized pug engine though, just because I like the lower profile thing. Let's see, Delta V 2000. Oh, up here's probably better. 2,240. Oh, I can't make you bigger, huh? Might be fine. It doesn't have to be a intensely powerful engine. It's more thrust in a vacuum of 25 newtons versus 120. That might not be enough, actually. It seems a little dinky. Poodle is okay if we can resize it. It's just it seems like it's random what tweak scale will work on and not. That Delta V is not too bad. There used to be a more landing-oriented engine that was like really flat, but I think they got rid of it or they changed the shape, so now it's not really that flat. Might be able to resize the Spark. I couldn't resize this one, but no, that's not efficient. This isn't too bad though. All right. We need some leggy boys. Go with the bigger ones. We're trying to land something a little bit bigger than normal here. Hello? These seem to be broken. No, they're even more broken. I can't fold them up. Okay. Underside landing leg. Oh, weird. Okay, something's just not right, I think. I don't think it's actually... Yeah, something's just not quite right. Let's temporarily save this. Newman lander. Leave the vehicle assembly bay because game's having a hard time with it today. Loaded back in. Huh. It's a weird bug. I guess I have to restart the game. Well, hope y'all enjoyed this episode. If you did, remember to hit the like button, keep the conversation going in the comments, and subscribe if you'd like to see more. And until next time, hope you have a good day.